Morning grade 9. How are you? Welcome back to ICT class. So, what we discussed last week? We discussed about the major types of the computer and memory measurement, what are the different types of memory, etc. Right? So, this week we are going to discuss about major parts of the computer system. Okay. So, computer system is basically divided into four major parts. That is input, process, output and storage devices. We already knew that computer works on the IPO cycle, right? So whatever information we are giving to the computer is known as the input, and that input will be processed by the processing unit, and again the processing unit will store the information in the storage device. Then the required result will go to the output unit, right? So this is known as the IPO cycle. So in today's class we will discuss more about this input, process, output and storage devices. Okay, so let us start with the major input devices. So the first one is the keyboard. So we know that by typing the information through the keyboard we can give the input to the computer. Okay, so generally a keyboard will have 104 keys. And these keys are again divided into 5 types. The first one is the alphabet keys, number keys, navigation keys, control keys and function keys. Okay, so all these keys are divided into these 5 types. And the next one is the mouse. Mouse is an input device. It's a pointing device, right? So by moving the mouse pointer, we can select or we can drag or we can move the items on the screen. So again, mouses are 3 types. Optical mouse, mechanical mouse and optomechanical mouses. Okay. And the next one is stylus or stylus pen. This is an input device. Mostly we use this input device with mobile devices or the tablets. So instead of using our finger, we can use this stylus pen on the touch screen computer systems. Okay. And the next one is the scanner. So if you want to input any picture or if you want to input any graphical images, we use this scanner. So we have again 3 types of scanners.
We will see what are the different types of scanners. Okay, so the first one is the drum scanner. This is the most efficient and expensive scanner also. It uses a rotating glass drum to scan the images. We can see mostly in publishing houses to print the high quality of images in books and magazines. And the next one is the flatbed scanner. This is the popular desktop scanner. Okay, this looks like a miniature printer with a flip cover to protect the glass window. So we can use these flatbed scanners mostly in homes, schools and medium-sized offices also. And the third one is the handheld scanner. This is a small manual device which is dragged over the surface of the image to be scanned. We can see this flatbed scanner mostly in the shopping malls. So these 3 are the different types of scanners.
Then microphone. Okay, if you want to input any voice or if you want to input any sounds or music or anything, we use this microphone. Okay, microphone is known as the voice input device. And the joystick. Mostly we can see this joystick in the video games. Okay, if you want to move the pointer, we use this joystick to control the games or to control the pointer, etc. And the next one is the light pen. Light pen is also just like a mouse where you can see the mouse pointer. Even the light pen also we use on the touch screen monitors just to select or to draw pictures or to move the objects, we use this light pen. Then the digital camera. So using a digital camera we can take the pictures as well as the videos also. So unlike a normal camera, digital camera does not require a film roll. Directly we can connect the digital camera to the computer to copy the information from camera to the computer system. Even we can take the prints directly from the computer. Okay, and then next is the webcam or web camera. So using a web camera you can take a live picture through a computer in a network. Okay. And then we have more input devices like MICR, OCR and OMR and barcode reader. Okay. So let us look into these devices also.
The first one is the OCR, Optical Character Reader or Recognition. So this OCR is used to read the characters from a printed paper into the computer. The shape of the character is recognized by OCR through a light source with the help of photoelectric cells. So whenever a text page is scanned, it is converted into a computer readable form and reproduced to form that looks similar to a page that has been typed. So this is about OCR. And the next one is the OMR, optical mark reader or optical mark recognition. Mostly we can see this OMR in the entrance exams. Okay, entrance exams or competitive exams. This is a device for capturing data formed by dark and light marks on a specific positions of the paper. Okay, so these shaded marks are translated into the electric signals based on the presence of absence or shaded marks. So this format is mostly used in the entrance exams or this competitive exams also. And the next one is the MICR. MICR means magnetic ink character reader or magnetic ink character recognition. We can see mostly in banking services. Okay, this MICR is mostly used in the banking industry to facilitate the processing of the checks. This technology allows computers to read the information from the printed documents. Okay, and the last one is the barcode reader. It is an input device to read the barcodes that present on the various products. We can see these barcode readers mostly in the shopping malls. So this is a computer readable representation of the information. Okay, so what is barcode here? A barcode is a combination of dark and light stripes. So a barcode reader always consists of a light source, a lens and a light sensor. So this sensor is identifies that barcode and then it translates the barcode into the electric signal. Mostly we can say this barcode in the banking and even in shopping malls also. Okay, so these are the different types of these are the other types of input devices.
So these are about the input devices. So what we learned today? We learned about the different types of input devices. Okay. So next week we are going to learn about the processing unit as well as the storage devices also. So I hope you enjoyed today's session. We'll meet in the next week. Bye.